Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Enderal. Yes, I never would have imagined that I would be saying those words again, because I thought that we were going to be perpetually stuck in that quest, in the dream state, but thanks to one of you, you sent me, I think, you sent a comment, I believe, that linked me to a bug tracker reporting place, and there was a step there, a couple of steps actually, that I had to do to make everything okay again. And that is amazing. Thank you so much for that, because otherwise this series would not have been possible. So you know who you are. Thank you very much. That is just fantastic. So anyway, we have now appeared here. This is where we appeared after the guy, the archmage thing person, killed us with his frost abilities, and that was obviously in the dream state, and now we're back here in front of the servant of the aged man. Now, I think oh yeah, okay, so there's a couple of things that yes, these sliders are all reduced to 0, basically, because I had to do that for the thing, so hopefully that's going to fix it. Is that? Yep, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there's a current couple of things that are not as they should be, just so you know. Many of the textures are going to be low res because most of my graphics quality settings are still low, and I will fix that for the next episode, but for now, all we have to do is speak to the servant. What? How did I get here?
Well, what do you think? I brought you here after you broke into my sanctum and made your little journey into the realm of the dead. Please, don't look at me like that. I knew what you were up to from the start. Sadly enough, I did.
You knew of our plan? I don't understand.
No, you don't. Because you don't dare to question. Peculiar situation, all of this, isn't it? Suddenly you, the fugitive urchin, become mankind's salvation. And suddenly, just like that, out of nowhere, you can perform feats others would require decades to master. Even better, you're one of the emissaries who can hear the echo of the future. But still, you never asked yourself why.
Well, I mean, at least you seem to know the answers. How do you know about all this? Who are you really? Well, obviously this is the aged man, wouldn't you say? Who's playing the piano, though?
Who am I? Back then, I might have given you an impressive response to that. But at this time, I couldn't say anything that would help you. Let's just say I'm an observer. A fleshless eye, if you prefer. In this era, you might also know me as the Aged Man.
Well, according to the legends, the aged man is centuries old. You don't look like that.
Yes, and I'm certain that irritates you. But timelessness isn't that much of a feat. You will find that out yourself, soon enough, too.
Okay, and what do you observe? The cycle?
Amongst other things, yes, the cycle.
Oh, okay, thank you. A little less of the riddles and I might actually be able to follow you. Or I could be a little bit harsher and threaten violence against a person that might actually be immortal. Yeah, probably not a good idea. So I'm gonna say a little less of the riddles.
Believe me, all I say is quite thought through. But unfortunately, there's no point in pursuing this conversation any further. You have what you came for, and the rest is up to you. Even though I doubt it will make much of a difference.
Well, what is that supposed to mean? That we can't stop the cycle? The cleansing?
Maybe you could do just that, but time will tell. Now, forgive me.
What? Where is he sending us? I hope he's not sending us back into the dream state, because I would hate to get stuck there again. But yes, oh, no, where are we? Where am I? I appear to be outside. I appear to be out. Wait, where is he? Where is the mansion? There's a magical symbol. Go for the magical symbol. Yes, thank you very much. 11 out of 100. Really, I'm doing a terrible job at actually getting those, aren't I? Okay, well, yes. Also, by the way, if any of you want to know how to solve that particular crash, then I would be more than happy to let you know in the comments section. So just leave a comment if you've experienced the same exact crash and I can help you out, because obviously I was helped out by another one of you and it was, yeah, that was extremely helpful. So let's see. I'm gonna cast some light here so that we can actually see what's yeah, that does not help, does it? No, that does not help at all. So I guess we're just going to go down and see where Jespar is, because no doubt he's down here somewhere. I'm going to just eat something really fast, because I feel a little bit like I should have full HP. Oh, and now it's raining. Of course it is. That's just my luck. Okay, so apparently coconuts are not very good. I ate 2 whole coconuts, and apparently that was not good. Okay, so let's increase our carrying capacity a little bit there. And okay, okay, fine, I'll just have some crusty bread, why not?
You? But what the heck was that? Where's the manor?
Well, yeah, that's hard to explain, and we're gonna tell him about the conversation with the aged man.
Try me. Any explanation's better than none.
Well, yeah, it all started when he invited me to his bedchambers.
Sounds strange, to say the least. After you went down that shaft, someone locked the door to the study, and I couldn't get it open, no matter what I tried. Well, a couple hours later, I found myself face down in a puddle of mud. But anyway, these glyphs you drew on paper look good to me. So at least officially, this mission was a success. I only wish I could. You see that?
What am I seeing? What am I seeing? And I do apologize for almost hitting you. Yes, that was very good, wasn't it? Yeah, that was fantastic. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, so
what's that? Casket. But where's this noise coming from?
What noise? Oh, the word of the dead. Of course it is.
This is it? But then the aged man left it on purpose. For us. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but it seems to me as if this fellow knew a lot more than we did from the start. Still, we should take this thing with us. Let's go back to Ark and report to the Grand Master. I've got a scroll right here with me. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds good. I don't really want to stay around here by myself.
Well then, let's go.
That is a really cool way to travel. I really wish we had that in real life, actually. That would be pretty amazing, I think. And now I have like a daunting feeling every time I go into a loading screen, because I'm just like, oh, please no. Please don't do that. Yeah. No, it's not going to happen anymore, I don't think. I think there was a slight issue with some of the auras and maybe some of the quest items and stuff that give you like an aura or whatever.
I suggest you go inside and tell the Grand Master what happened. Then give him the casket. I'll go grab my pay now, and then I'll head back to the tavern. I guess I need a good pipe. For some reason, I can't get these puppets out of my head. They remind me of something, though I don't know what exactly. Anyway, see you around.
I thought... Well,
all right. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yep, fine. Okay. See you later, Jespar. I thought he would say something a little bit more than that, because we just literally witnessed an entire manor house that we were inside disappear before our very eyes, or maybe not before our very eyes, because I have no idea where Jespar was. Why? How did he end up so far away outside the manor house? Well, I guess we will never know, but you know what I do get reminded of by that particular series of events? I get reminded of the Architect from the Matrix series of movies, because it seems as though the aged man, as the architect is, you know, they've both seen multiple, shall we say, visages of a kind of reality. And even though the architect technically is the designer of the Matrix, maybe the aged man is the designer of our world. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, I thought that that was kind of a cool parallel, as even though many people said that the scene with the architect was a little bit convoluted and a little bit, shall we say, obnoxious, because of course the architect likes to use a lot of fancy words and you can't really understand him very easily. I certainly, yes, it was quite one of those, it was one of those times where you're just like, can you please just say something without making me a little bit confused? So yeah, even though that was the case and it was a little bit obnoxious and things, I did like that scene quite a bit, because it seemed to have that sort of mystery, but also a kind of a poignance to it. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. Anyway, I thought that that scene meeting the aged man, I thought the servant was probably the aged man after all, and who was playing the music? We don't know. We will never know, I suppose.
Prophet, were you successful?
Yes, but things went a little differently than expected.
Then tell me.
Okay, well, so as I was telling Jaspar, he invited me to his bedchambers.
So he knew about the cycle. That's disquieting and interesting.
Yes, I think he personally is an observer, an outside observer in the, shall we say, machinations. I don't even know whether that really applies. Well, anyway, the everyday lives of normal folk, I suppose you could say. So, yes, plus he left the word of the dead for us. Voluntarily.
Yes, maybe that's an attempt to help us. He's not against us, because if he were, he wouldn't have let you out alive.
Still, he knew a lot more than he was willing to tell.
I bet that the Lightborn also knew more about the aged man than they told us.
Hey, so I've got to do something real quick here. I have to reduce the music a little bit because I did actually reinstall the game and I have not changed the settings since I did that. So yeah, the music might be a little bit drowning out, which is kind of a bit of a shame because I forgot to do that while we were talking to Jaspar. But hopefully that's gonna fix it.
But we will discuss his identity another time. What matters is that you were able to find the missing glyphs and that we now have this relic, however useful it will be in the future. Bring both of them to the Archmagister so that we can activate the sigil stone. Oh, and one more thing. What did the Pyreans in your memory call those behind the cleansing? The High Ones?
Yes, they must be who we saw in that dream. The ones behind the cycle.
Good. Then the enemy has a name now. Come back to me once you've talked to Maragil. Pegast still needs your help. Tell Maragil about the ritual. We need to activate this sigil stone.
Alright. Well, yes, I'm perfectly happy to do that. Hello, Arcanist. Hello, Novice.
Apparently the Blue Islands Coalition sent an emissary.
Yes, I understand, thank you. I do not need to be told. I do, however, need to know where I must go. Over this way. I actually thought I had to go the other way and go up the stairs again. Hello, Keeper. Thank goodness they don't say that thing anymore about being an outsider. Watch yourself, outsider. Yeah, that kind of thing. Because if I heard that one more time, I was going to punch that guy in the face with lightning and frosty things. Snow cones, ice cream. Things, yes. Nice things, apparently, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut away and we're going to head on to see Maragil. Ah, so he seems to be reciting some... Oh, well, let's see.
Like a boozed up poet. This is supposed to be magic?
Entropy is a dangerous school, my sir. One false word and the stone could burst into flames.
Well, keep up this babble, and he might do it on purpose. You godlambs are just missing the pepper, even when you're doing magic.
Pepper? Magic needs to have prudence, not pepper. She's like a sick frog. If you... Prophet, you're back.
Sun be praised. Working with these fumblers is harder than teaching complex mathematics to a Leor. The Scrounger already told me about your success. Good work. Have you got the glyphs?
I do, yes. Here, but the aged man.
Yes, just show me already. Yes, that does make sense. Step back, I'll show you how this works. Jarem Dorba Nubis, Lokarem Taris Danida, Sharak Lisham Ra.
By the righteous path. Are you feeling this?
Yes, this is impressive. Truly impressive. Are those the shards?
They're certainly not your underpants, are they? According to the Piraean writings, these shards offered protection against the Red Madness, as long as the Sigil Stone remains active. Prophet, you're the one who found the missing glyphs, so you should go first. Go on, touch one of the shards.
Right. Okay, so I can assume that I'm the guinea pig then.
So, how do you feel?
Well, different somehow. Clearer.
Very well. Then let's hope that this Sigil Stone lives up to its promise. Boy, go and tell the quartermaster that every keeper, as well as each one of us, is to be wearing one of these fragments by nightfall.
Boy!
Buzz off.
My sir, I really don't think this...
Do what he says, Legion. That is not how you will make friends here, Firespark. Not at all.
If it were friends I was looking for, I certainly wouldn't be here. Once again, good work. Old Aranthiel asked me to give you that, so you could buy better equipment. Now go back to him, and let him tell you about the next mission. It seems that Lishari has once again dug up something that could change everything.
Something that could change everything? Well, I've heard that before. Everything has changed. Oh, okay, so, yes, brief TLR on something or other. Okay, so we have to go and do that. Well, one thing's for sure, I am going to be changing the graphic settings back to their normal levels in the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.